Hello.
What's up, Mr. Randy Blythe?
How you doing?
Good, my friend. How are you, brother?
I'm all right, man. Chilling. I'm in rainy day in New York City doing some press. So good to talk to someone down in Texas where it's nice and sunny, I'm sure.
Oh, it is awesome down here. It's been a while since actual Lamb of God was here. We had a blast the last time, and now a lot has came into the Randy world since then, man. Enough to have something out of tragedy come out something very positive, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that's the best attempt that the only thing you can really do, really is something tragic occurs, try to make the best of it, as long as it's for the right reasons. That's what I'm trying to do.
Right, and we're talking Dark Days. It's a memoir. With me on the phone, Randy Blythe, crafty veteran of everything that is heavy. Also a very very talented photographer, skateboarder, all around hustler, and now a memoir under your repertoire, brother. What we're talking about is the tragedy of someone losing their life. If you want to run it down just to kind of get where we're at on your mindset. I mean, there's 1,000 questions that I just want to go through this. I mean, the tragedy is that there was a life that was lost here, and what I find very humbling about you as a person, brother, is that you never lost sight of that. Is that there was a life that was lost here.
Yeah, and the sad thing is of course, I don't celebrate anyone dying, but it's super sad to me when it, happens to be a fan of my band. Um, but we had played in Prague in 2010, and there was this security was basically non-existent. Despite our contract we had with like every show we play, we have a security requirement as a contract,
Mm-hmm.
and that's in order to protect not just the band but the audience members as well, and keep them safe. So we played this show in 2010, and it was pretty rowdy. There was a lot of people running up and down off stage and all that stuff. And other than that, though, there wasn't really anything really memorable about the show.
Mm-hmm.
So we're like, that sucked, and left. And then 2 years later, we come back to play our next show, and I get arrested at the end of the jetway at an airport by this basically a SWAT team, like dudes with machine guns and masks and stuff, and they tell me I'm being charged with manslaughter in an incident that apparently had occurred at this concert 2 years previously. I had no memory of it, and carried me off to a 123-year-old prison. So I was there for a little over a month, and then finally, after a big ordeal, got out on bail and came back to America, and then they indicted me, and it, like you said, you got to keep sight of the fact that someone died. A fan of my band was dead, and like the young man's family never attacked me in the press. They never came at me or in private or anything. They were extremely respectful, like cool people. They just wanted some answers. So when I was indicted to go to trial, I felt that the best way I could give them the only answers that I had was to go and do the trial. So I got put a charge on me that carried 5 to 10 years, with 5 to 10 years the hard way, no time off for good behavior. And I went to trial, and after a month-long process or so of preparing for the trial, I went there and was exonerated, found not guilty. And out of the whole thing, people tend to be like, "Oh, that was hard. Must have been horrible on you," and it wasn't fun, but it's nowhere near as bad as losing a kid.
Mm-hmm.
That's just really tragic. So these people just needed some answers, and I, even though I didn't have clear ones, I felt obligated to give them the best answers that I could to the question of what happened with their son. And I did what my internal moral compass told me was the right thing, and luckily it worked out for me.